you need to be aware that there is going to be a significant television ad campaign funded by the Koch brothers group Americans for Prosperity to turn Americans against what we know as Obamacare, also known as the Affordable Care Act. And to many people, this was it, right? There was all sorts of opposition. There were hundreds of millions of dollars initially put into fighting the passage of Obamacare. It passed. It was appealed all the way up to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has upheld it. For a lot of people, that was it. However, not for the Koch brothers. Let's take a look at one ad that presents a number of false ideas, false premises about Obamacare.
2 years ago, my son Caleb began having seizures. The medical care he received meant the world to me. Now, I'm paying more attention, and I have some questions about Obamacare. If we can't pick our own doctor, how do I know my family's going to get the care they need? And what am I getting in exchange for higher premiums and a smaller paycheck? Can I really trust the folks in Washington with my family's health care? I think we all deserve some answers.
All right, so as we know, nothing in the actual law prevents people from choosing their own doctors, in the same way that if you have employer-based for-profit insurance now, you have a list of doctors that are part of your plan, and then you have other doctors that are outside of your network, and depending on your insurance, you might be partially covered for out-of-network providers, or you might not at all be covered. It will be the same thing. So the idea that specifically because of Obamacare, you can't choose your own doctor, absolutely false. But I want to draw your attention to something else, which is critics of the law spent about $400 million on television ads criticizing and opposing Obamacare during the initial period where the law was going through Congress. That is more than 5 times what supporters of the law spent, about $75 million. Let's combine that. That's $475 million. And then we are now expecting to see way more from the Koch brothers, like I mentioned, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars more. Think about that. Let's call it $700 million. Consider that in comparison to those $223 million that make up the PBS subsidy, that one that Mitt Romney during the debate back for the 2012 presidential campaign said, hey, we've got to cut Big Bird. I love Big Bird, but we've got to cut it. That is not only an insignificant amount of money compared to what the government spends on other things, but countless times more has been spent on ads protesting a law that has been upheld by the Supreme Court as perfectly constitutional. This is not about killing Obamacare at this point. This is about positioning Republicans to try to take over seats in 2014 and 2016, I believe.
Yeah, most likely. There's a lot of interesting things going on with this now. You have to assume that influence from the Koch brothers and other people, other big corporations, had a role to play, of course, in this extension of Obamacare when it comes to employers being forced to pay for their employees' health care. And who knows, maybe a lot of this effort is also to try and quash that before it happens in a year or so. But definitely, I mean, everything can be tied to getting more of the people you want in office on both sides, really.